Okay, it worked.
It's going live. You were live. We're live.
Oh my god, and there we are. All right, so
we made it.
okay, there were a couple hiccups there, but we actually got it. It only mattered to my left ventricle. So hooray! So this means it was a little hiccup, but we had a successful test of scheduling streams. So we have a lot of them scheduled moving forward, and then actually carrying them off. And not only that, we don't have to do the awkward thing anymore of hitting the stop streaming button, and so it's shifting windows and everything. You're just gonna open up from now on with this. And so hooray! Yes, so we figured that out. That was all the background stuff on our end. And then new stuff for you. You might notice that the chat is now in the upper right-hand corner of the window as you watch. This was by popular request. Chat, of course, replays if you go and watch the video later on after a day or so. But this way you can actually see it live, and you'll be able to see the
chat.
Not the chat. The other thing that happens in the chat. What's the thing that happens in the chat?
Polls.
The polls. That's right.
You are on it today. This is going to be a fun stream.
Yeah, So by the way, with my voice, I figure what happened was I was at the Dodger game yesterday. Yeah. It was very exciting.
We
were both there. It was really exciting. We were both there wearing our Dodger gear and cheering on the Dodgers, weren't we both?
Listen, I feel like us making it out of yesterday still together is like a solid test of our relationship. For anyone who doesn't know, I am a through and through Cardinals fan. David is a through and through Dodgers fan, and they played each other last night, and the winning team gets to go on.
Yep.
The losing team is now done for the season, and in the very last second, well, you know what? Spoiler alert. Maybe you were waiting till tonight to watch the game. I don't want to give anything away, but in the last second, one of our teams lost. Like last second.
2 outs, bottom of the ninth.
Anyway, well, now you gave it away if they know where the game was played, and they know where the game was played because we played there. We were there.
You have to know something about baseball,
That's
though.
true.
And I'm guessing that a good majority of our viewership doesn't know a lot about American baseball.
But anyway, it was, oh, go Mud Hens. What are the Mud Hens? I need to find, or is that Muffins?
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Minor league baseball teams have some pretty good names. There's the Biscuits, the Montgomery Biscuits, and their logo is an anthropomorphic biscuit with butter.
As it should be.
Yeah. There's Sacramento Polecats. That's always cute. The Colorado Springs Solar Sox, which I'm sure you're familiar with.
The Solar Sox?
Yes, and there's the White Sox, the Red Sox, but then they have the Solar Sox.
They used to be something different. Wait, it's coming back to me. It was something with sky in it, because I have a picture of me wearing their sweatshirt. I'm pretty sure it was Sky Socks at one point.
Oh, wow.
Now I need to check this out. Okay, but we really need...
Well, here, you look up the
Sky Socks.
Oh.
Are you sure that it's Solar Socks?
Type in Solar Socks, see what happens.
Oh, nothing happens. Look at that. Oh, someone was out baseballed.
Man. Anyway,
Okay, I've actually been to Sky Sox games though. So.
Right on. Yeah. Another fun one is there was an episode of The Simpsons where the local team, the Springfield Isotopes, named after the nuclear power plant, the ownership it has a secret plan to move to Albuquerque, and Homer, uncovers it, and so then they stay. But then they have like a little logo drawn up for the Albuquerque Isotopes, And so the Albuquerque minor league baseball team in real life renamed themselves the Isotopes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway, so before we get to the poll, though, one other bit of news that's very, very exciting for everybody is that Graham Hill, or as you might know him, Me Moria, has moved Lexergy to its own URL and given it its own spiffy new interface.
Look how awesome that is.
Yeah, so Lexergy.com is it now. And then we have a special tab just for us. So there's the regular Lexergy, and we have our LangTime tab, and we're all ready with it. But I wanted to be sure that everybody knew about it because, I mean, this is pretty spiff.
It's so pretty. Yeah, this is amazing. So yes, Graham, not only awesome work in general on this entire application, but having it look this nice is just astounding. So, and to continue having that little LangTime extra bit for us.
Yeah, we really
even
need that.
better. Oh my gosh!
All right, so let us get to it. So,
ready for a poll?
Yeah, for those who might not remember, we were doing pronouns, and so we were deciding on because we had this whole thing with the demonstratives, which I still love.
Oh, I do too.
I know it caused some headaches, but I still love it. Anyway, but we were deciding first on consonants to associate with pronouns. We decided to go ahead with the velar nasal for the second person, despite the fact that none of us liked it. We know that Jessie likes velar nasals in initial position, so we really just did it for her. But then we had these other two, first person and third person, and so we gave the patrons 6 options. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4,
yes,
5, 6. Yeah,
indeed.
6 options to choose from for the consonantal theme. For the first and third person, we're just choosing the two. They were just choosing the 2 consonants. We're going to decide how to assign them, and so we're going to go with the top 2 vote getters. Let's start at the bottom.
We'll start at the bottom, but first, Ragdoll. Yes, thank you. Commented on our new sofa in the pop of color.
Oh, and Ragdoll is here.
Ragdoll is here, and
Ragdoll
so
is
we're going to
here.
have 2 celebrations today. Ragdoll, last week we missed you. We're going to have 2 celebrations today in honor of you. Okay, but first, last place is P.
Last place is P.
So P is out.
P is out. So let's hear. I got this. I'm going to put it in red. Copy style. All right,
Ooh.
P is out.
Tied for third place, essentially.
Okay.
We're jumping because there's a lot of ties going on.
Okay.
Tied for third place was K and S.
Really? K was a front runner for a long time.
No.
And S honestly should have been in the top 2. It was a dead giveaway. Perhaps it was too obvious.
Too dead. Okay, so then we have a tie for second place, and we're going to figure out what to do about that. Because we do have a clear winner.
Okay.
That is going to be one of the top 2.
Okay.
But we don't know what the other one's going to be because it's tied.
All right, so these are our final 3.
Tied
Okay.
between F and W.
F and W.
By the way, these were very close. P was way far behind. F and W were very close to S and K to the tune of 1 vote difference.
Wow, okay. F
So
and
we
W
almost had a
are
4-way
silver.
tie. And then the theta is a definite winner. And it actually had quite a few more votes than everything else. So theta is a definite. Got it.
Okay, so this is the situation that we find ourselves in.
Yeah.
Theta, big winner, that's in there. All right. If we have theta and F, we have 2 weak fricatives.
Yeah, and that's what some people are already mentioning in the chat. Like, no, please don't have theta and F. And that was something that we had, as we were watching the poll results throughout the week, we had also commented on. We're like, oh goodness, if we have theta and F, that's going to be really interesting. But also, as other people are noticing in the chat, like we were also like, oh goodness, if we have K and we've got the angma, we're having all this velar, and so anyway, It was a whole thing where we were like, why did we put this many options up that had these similarities?
Yeah, I didn't even notice, to be honest. So we either have 2-week fricatives, or we have 2 velar. What's the class that captures angma and W? They're like, they're both voiced.
They're both voiced, and they are.
Sonorous.
They are, and W is technically
labial-velar,
labial
it's
velar. And so it does use half velar, but it's also got the labial component, which does make it different E.
Do we want to, here's an idea, we want to throw this out to a vote, just to the bottom 2?
We can,
Third place?
and by that you mean F and W?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we can definitely do that. Oh yeah, Minnie, we did pronounce frequicatives wrong. So, and Silvertail, this is for the, ooh, hi Charcat. This is for the first and third person thematic consonants that are going to be used to build demonstratives. We've got a second person, which is that angma. One of those 2 is going to be theta, and now we need to decide between F and W, which were tied in our patron poll. And yeah, we're gonna, I think a poll would be good. And oh, I know what else I was gonna comment on. Yeah, Ragdoll, the fact that you are ever up during our live streams actually astounds me.
Yeah.
To no end. And so no problem at all missing last week. It was just really funny because we had something specific and we're like, where's Ragdoll? So glad you can make it when you can, because that is crazy. Okay, so yes, but angma and W do have that velarity in common.
Velarity.
Velarity, yes. Someone asked if that was a David's tea pillow.
Oh, really?
Yes, and now I can't remember who it was, but somebody in the chat was like, oh, is that a David's tea pillow? And I feel like it might be because...
Yeah, I feel like it might be too. Like, I didn't know that, but like, you know...
Jonathan asked.
I mean, Aaron's a big fan of David's tea. I didn't know they sold pillows.
And that might be where all of them are from, because there's a very similar style of decoration. So.
I thought they just came from Amazon.
Valarity, hilarity, yes. Okay, sorry. I'm going to create a poll.
All right, here we go.
Because what should the other thematic consonant be? And that it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
F, W.
There we go.
All right. So it's up to y'all. Here we go. I'm a little scared.
Let's see.
And okay. We'll see if the delay, like once they start voting, it'll kind of disappear. I actually wonder, nope, I can only end poll, like I can't hide poll. So as it comes up, people in the chat.
Yeah, so this is a feature. This is something we're testing, essentially. There is a little bit of delay, but you will be able to see the winner of the poll, or you know the whoever's winning, which could influence your vote. If you want,
can we hide it?
We'd have to do it manually by going over here and dragging it up.
Right. Let's just see how this goes. Yeah. And Agohiza, you're absolutely right that there are English dialects where theta becomes an F. And angma and W, that doesn't really happen. And so that is true. How did our chat get behind? Oh, because you drug the window.
What are you talking about?
There we go. Apparently when you drag the window like that, it makes the chat get stuck.
And you drag the window?
Swear. The things.
Sometimes it's the angma that becomes the W, right? So instead of singing, you say sea-wing.
Sea-wee-wee?
Sea-wee. Sea-wee.
Okay, so I forgot to turn this volume way down.
Yeah.
I just got a notification. We now have more votes than viewers, so I'm going to go ahead and end the poll.
Okay.
Oh, Jonathan, what would you say? You dragged the window, right? Would you dragged the window? All right, so I ended the poll, so it should be visible. There it is. W wins.
All right. Okay then. But F is an honorable mention.
Cupcake parade.
Oh,
How do you catch influenza? Well, I open the window rather, and influenza.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
All right, so we have W and theta, first person and third person.
Yes. Now, remember though, the protoform of theta is actually the ts. And so,
It is.
do we feel more like si tsa is first person, which becomes theta? Or is that more like third person? Si tsa.
Mm.
And also, we, wa. Is that more me? Or is that more them? We, wa. I think it should be the and tha as first person to make it less they Englishy. And W should be third person to make it less we Englishy. Make it less Winglishy.
English.
Oh my gosh. We
All
do
right.
have another pronoun clue with we. Yes, we do.
Wait.
But this time it's going to be backwards. Remember
Yeah.
in Ingala,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
way
Oh way.
is we. But now, we is near them.
By the way is kind of like it's a lax pronunciation of wheat in French. So, way.
I like it. Awesome.
All right.
We want to clue. Okay. Is it too early for a celebration?
I don't think so.
Okay, so we're going to have our first celebration. We're having 2 today.
And you're gonna see why. Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right. In honor of Ragdoll, we have Jinjins.
Are they up there yet? In the camera view? As I hold it in front of your hand.
Hold on.
Is it showing up? It's such a long
Yeah.
delay. There we go. The 8 seconds of us holding Jin up while we're waiting for it to catch up on the video. Oh my gosh.
Jinjin.
Yes, so we've
Chewy
never had
ginger candy, and it's made by the Ginger people.
these. Yes. And so we're gonna try this on camera for the first time ever.
We know ginger best. Trademark.
Well, yeah, because they're the ginger people. I've had their pickled ginger, which is amazing.
Really?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I can sit and eat the whole jar.
Oh.
Hey, no, don't worry. Our second celebration will be Kopiko. This is
Yeah.
the first celebration of our live stream, and this is in
Bonus.
special honor of Ragdoll.
It's a bonus celebration.
Oh, it's very gingery. That's nice. Okay,
All
there we go.
right.
It does seem to be chewy.
Ready?
Cool.
Cheers.
I don't like getting my fingers sticky.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh God, I made a mistake.
And I was thinking, ooh.
Mm.
Besides the fact that it gets stuck in your teeth, very gingery.
Yeah.
Mmm. Oh my god. Yeah, I can see why you don't like it because I know your flavor profile.
Mm-hmm.
But this is delicious.
Oh, I mean, I'll take this over black coffee any day, but
Oh my word.
can you believe she drinks that? Like, who are you trying to impress? It's not me.
As if I need to impress you.
Uh-oh. Ragdoll says I don't have the soft ones, though, just the hard candy ones.
Okay, I feel like I would really prefer the hard candy ones.
Right.
This is all we could find though.
Damn.
Hey, keep it safe for work, will ya?
I'll put my pen pants on though.
Alright. Yeah, we will have to try again if we can find the hard ones. Oh my god.
How much
This is
more of
so
this
good.
there?
Okay. Ragdoll. I see why you like this. My entire body feels alive right now. There needs to be an entire web series dedicated to David trying new things that we're pretty sure he's not gonna like.
Oh my god. Aaron would probably love this.
Oh, yes, she would. Sorry, I'm getting too much joy from watching you. In the meantime, though, I'm like, oh my god, this is delicious.
Well, we've got to have reduplication do a thing in this language. Little mice, they like to reduplicate.
I will, however, be afraid to smile without my hand in front of my face. Until I'm fairly certain all the gin is gone from my teeth. It's stuck.
You just don't know how to do this, right? You shape with the tongue using the teeth as like barriers, then you pull it away. There's none stuck anywhere in any part of my teeth. What do? You put it in there and just start chomping on down? What are you doing? You're the one who doesn't like stuff stuck in her teeth, man. You would know how to do this.
The minute it went in my mouth, it got stuck to my teeth. Okay. Yes, someone give David an onion to cleanse his palate.
Yeah, cool, refreshing onion.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh, look at this. Ragdoll has the hard ones, and her mother has the soft ones. Do they? What?
Can we make that David face an emoji on Discord? Yeah.
Oh, I think
we just need to pause it.
Oh, I think they were talking about the one with me drinking coffee, which they did. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, they put a picture on Discord.
Oh my god, how did I miss this?
I don't know. I think it's in the memes channel.
I'm going to make sure I get, because yes, we can turn that into an emoji.
Oh my goodness. They don't have context for that.
But also that David face is this one too.
Yeah, probably.
We need the ginger one too.
Oh, they probably don't know.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Hold on a sec.
Excuse me while I turn away from the camera and get a piece of ginger out of my... Am I out of shot now?
Shouldn't even have been in there. You gotta know how to handle yourself. It sounds like somebody can't handle their gin.
Oh my word.
Oh, fuck. There we go. And then,
What did Shark say? It made many laugh really hard. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Oh, Charcat, yeah.
let's see.
What are you looking for?
This one. There we go. This is, that's Minnie's creation. Also, there.
Yes, yes. And if you were here last week, you'll have some context. If you weren't here last week, you'll have no context. Okay. So we now...
Keeps going.
I know, isn't that the best?
God, no.
Ginger burns in like the best way possible.
God,
I
no.
love it.
Okay. So these possessive ones, they don't distinguish number. Yeah. But what we can do is, if we need to have them, we can turn them into standalone pronouns via derivation. However, when it comes to the verbs themselves, have kind of a wild idea. All right.
I really do not like it when you have wild ideas.
I think you're going to like this one.
Mm-hmm.
And by that, I mean, I know that you're not going to be comfortable with it.
Again, I do not love your wild ideas.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shoot. Something else I forgot to mention. We've got the microphone mounted now, so let me know in terms of audio. First of all, is the computer noise, is it less buzzy, A, and B, are we not as loud? If so, I need to turn up the input volume on the mic. Let me know. Anyway.
Minnie's on Team Jesse Ginger.
Mm.
In other words, she likes ginger.
Jinsey?
Jinsey, yes. Kind of echoey, but it's been echoey for a while.
Yeah, the echoey is, that's not going to change until we get some more stuff in here. This is the least finished room in the house.
I think we need to get a rug on the floor.
Well, and also tapestries on the walls.
Oh, yeah, we should just start hanging random cloth bits.
Wouldn't it be great to have a huge tapestry of like a rabbit right here? A puka.
Okay.
Anyway.
Audio is fine in general.
Good.
Sounds fine to Graham. Reverb isn't too pronounced. The
Yeah,
couch is helping. Yay!
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Little seashell sound. Well, that's kind of fun.
Ooh, yeah.
We're like mermaids coming out of a seashell.
You listen to us and you hear the ocean.
Exactly. Oh, goodness. You ruined it. Okay.
Okay. Here's my idea. If you look at Georgian, right? The Georgian language, right? It's got first, second, third person agreement, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it essentially just has a plural suffix
Okay.
on the verb. And so it's like, let's say it's first person subject, second person object. This would be in the present tense screeve where it's accusative, non-accusative. If you throw the plural suffix on there, it could mean I see him, I see them, we see him, we see them. Yeah.
Okay, this is really interesting because as you were saying that, I realized I give my students a data set in Georgian to show that.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So anyway, that as
What?
you were saying, I was like, wait, yeah, I remember this but I forgot it was Georgian. I just remembered the moral of the story was the plural marker. You knew one of the arguments, at least one of the arguments was plural, but it could have been translated anyway.
Okay. Which class?
My Conlang class.
How long have you been doing that? This
the last
example.
like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
Where did you get it?
From the is it Bell, what's his what's his last name? Merriweather?
But like you got it from a book? What, like how did you come across it?
Well, I will show you. You can go on. This is good. I will tell you more about it whenever I remember the name of it. It's going to take me a second though.
I did a little write-up on Georgian for one of my courses in grad school. Yeah. George Corley said, I had a morphology problem in Georgian once. Now, there's a terrible George Corley alphabet. But Mateus said, some cream will clear that right up.
Merrifield, that's his name. And I have the whole thing, but it's
Instructor's Guide to Laboratory Manual for Morphology and Syntax, I see.
yes, but I also had there's a different document that I need to find. But anyway, that at least gives you an idea. It's Merrifield.
I should just swallow this. The more I keep worrying it, the more it just coats.
How have you not swallowed it?
Oh,
God.
I wanna.
Don't watch this stream out of context.
That was just you.
Okay, there we go. That's how the book actually looks.
Uh-huh.
And 7th edition is Merrifield, Naish, Wrench, and Story.
I've never heard of those people.
And the entire book is just like data sets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And obviously this one was scanned in after somebody did them. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's
pretty cool.
what that is. Okay, so that's where I got that. I'm sorry, we stopped the stream essentially to talk about things that nobody else can see. So you should go back on it.
Hang on, I do have an idea, and I'm going to share this idea live on the stream so all of the thousands of people watching can steal it. What if we put together a, not like a textbook, but just a bunch of sample problems like that using conlangs?
Would love it, because then I would also use them as I need to for not only class but my own writing that I need to do. So
Everybody
I
would be
do
allowed
it.
to use it except for you.
Nope, I get to use it first.
No dice. Oh, somebody's saying post a book in Discord. Oh God. Oh, now I'm biting it.
How are you still working on it? See, it may have gotten stuck in my teeth, but I finished mine like 8 minutes ago.
Now it's stuck in your teeth and it's still
No,
there.
it's not, because I turned away from the camera to fish out the one piece stuck in my teeth, and now it's gone.
And what are you complaining about?
I'm not.
Everything gets stuck in my teeth. No, it doesn't. You just clear it.
Okay. Listen,
Well,
your imitation of me?
that wasn't an imitation of you.
How is it not? Everything gets stuck in my teeth. Who were you quoting?
I mean, I was quoting you, but I was doing a different voice.
But that's your. Is that how I sound to you?
No.
Because that was very weird, old, southern codger out on the lawn shaking a fist at the yahoos driving by.
Yahoos. Did you hear this? She actually says yahoos. There's a voice that you do, and I was trying to imitate that one.
Anyway. Okay, so yeah, that does sound great, right? So we should get on that in all of our spare time. But in the meantime, we have now digressed and spent a long time. Thank you.
Oh, hey, Magpie. Magpie's taking fencing.
That is super awesome. And bite the candy bullet.
Fencing class is at an awkward time. Okay, I have to know. Please tell us the time of your fencing class, because I want to, in my head, I have a series of appropriate times for a fencing class. And now I want to see if my idea for what an appropriate time for fencing, I want to see if it matches your idea.
That is nice. Okay. And thank you,
It's
Minnie. I
mag
will
time.
take it.
What time is it?
Mag time. Okay. Now,
I'm just going to swallow it like a pill. With water.
how much is left?
Too much.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, Magpie says 4:30 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Not that bad, but it means I'll miss the first half of the stream. So awkward in the sense that it goes over.
So.
I'm on board with that.
Cool.
So you thought I was going to balk at such a suggestion, but I'm totally on board with it.
I did think you were going to balk, but now we're talking.
Balk is pronounced balk.
Bach.
It is not balk. What, a
Absolutely.
pitcher balks in
Yeah.
baseball? No,
Yes.
balk.
No, they don't balk.
Oh my god.
They balk. That's what's called a balk.
It's not. A balk is what a chicken says.
Yeah, that's also what a chicken says.
No, that's caulk. Caulk, also pronounced caulk.
And that is why, pitchers never want chickens at the games.
It's a.
Because they're just constantly, criticizing them.
I see, Jonathan. I looked it up to tell him he's wrong, just like he's wrong that saying Yahoo is not a pronunciation.
Anybody heard this pronunciation? Yahoo, Yahoo.
And I proved him wrong on that one, but unfortunately, hey, I pulled up a dictionary and showed you that Yahoo was a pronunciation.
You did.
But now I'm trying to find bulk with the K, and it really needs a K, and I'm not going to change the way I say it. I know, I'm trying to find any dictionary that has it with an L. Mr. Both. Anyway, thank you, Cupcake Parade. We need, okay. Ooh, Jonathan, I will. Thank you. Cupcake Parade agrees with me. Exactly, Jessica. Ooh, Jessica.
Oh, 4:30 to 6 Eastern time. No, I don't think that's awkward.
We totally already just chatted about that.
We did.
Yeah, wow.
Oh, damn it.
Anyway, and Silvertail says it with an L. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Agohisa, we are all over the board today. It is a ride. Sorry, we need to get back on it.
Yeah, I will say though that when I was thinking of like what would an awkward time be for fencing, it would be like, say like from 4:17 in the morning to 5:02 a.m. That would be awkward.
4:17 p.m. would be awkward
No.
because it's 4:17. It's not like 4 or 4:30.
And I said 4:17 a.m.
Yes, but
That would be an awkward time for fencing.
I'm just saying it would go anyway.
You know, like you show up at 4:16, say it's not ready. Oh God.
Okay, so for context, oh my word, Jonathan made a picture of David's face. Ginger candy.
Oh wait, so that's the ginger one?
Yes, that's today.
Where's the hot coffee one? Here, scroll up.
Oh my gosh. No, that was about me. That
Oh,
was
no,
my.
that-
Yeah,
wait,
it's not there.
Was it in chat? Where was the hot coffee one?
Oh my goodness gracious, we'll find it.
All right.
So someone tell it if we know. Oh, OED says bulk or balk. Good, thank you. Thank you. And Cupcake Parade
This
has a
is
good point.
British.
An awkward time for fencing would be 500 CE since fencing weapons hadn't been invented yet.
It'd be incredibly awkward. And show up there and be like, this isn't a thing yet. And they just
Right?
give you that 500 CE hair flip.
Right, Minnie? Okay, so if someone can tell me where the coffee picture is, that would be great. Agohisa, we're talking about bulk, B-A-L-K, which apparently David refuses to say that bulk is a pronunciation and that it has to be balk, like a chicken box.
Nobody's gonna know what you're talking about if you keep saying bulk. You know, he balked at the opportunity. You know, it's a word beyond baseball.
Okay. So
Box and walks, not balks and walks.
these are going to also be used on verbs.
So here's my idea, as a way to make it make sense, right? Why there is just a singular, and I know this is an awkward phrasing, a singular plural marking on the verb. So we just have these person arguments, and then we go ahead and we do it simply, not crazy style like we did in Angela. We just do it simply. We do reduplication. And reduplication can indicate one of many things. One, plurality of one of the arguments. Two, pluractionality of the verb.
When you say pluractionality of the verb, do you mean like hiccup? If we duplicate, however duplication is going to work, could mean they hiccup, right? Or it could be maybe she hiccuped twice, or she hiccuped multiple times.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I always think of like, you know, a horse runs and then like a stampede of little squirrels.
How does that help?
Because it's pluractional.
But the stampede requires multiple squirrels
Yes.
versus one horse.
Yes.
Okay, and this is how it would get extended, is what you're saying, is that essentially if multiple arguments are doing it, eventually semantically you could interpret it as being the action being pluralized essentially,
Yeah.
and therefore you can use it with singular arguments for plural actionality.
It's an entire plural stew, and the verb is inviting you to jump on in.
And that something is plural.
Yes. Isn't that she hicked up?
I love it. Okay.
Well,
Okay, so
well,
I mean, yeah. Part of me is like wanting to differentiate, but another part of me is like, you know what? Let's roll with that bit of ambiguity. For the mice who are so persnickety about specifying other things, and I feel like that definitely, if they need to specify whether it's a plural suffix for an argument versus the correctionality of the verb, they could definitely specify it.
they could. I also think it would be really funny if they're like really persnickety about some things, but then other things that they're not, people are like, all right, this is just saying like, yeah, what's wrong with that?
And like, I feel like what they'd be persnickety about are the nouns.
Yeah.
And the verbs are like,
Astute.
yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yes, they're astute.
Cool. This is what happens when bureaucracy goes wrong.
Yeah.
Because they had subcommittees on the nouns, but then as they got to the verbs, they were so tired of the subcommittees that they were like, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
See, and this is how it happens. Okay. Okay.
But yeah, like I often think about mice and stews because of Ratatouille.
And so you need to really make sure that you say "and" very clearly, because when you say it like you did, it sounded like mice in stews, and I'm like,
Both. I meant both.
with an L?
Yeah, because he jumps in the soup as well.
Okay.
Anyway, but yeah, one of my favorite things that I've ever seen in my life is that moment where Remy is making the soup the first time, and then he runs by and kind of tosses the rosemary into the soup. I love that.
That is a good one.
I love that. All right.
Really, I think honestly Ratatouille is probably one of the best Disney movies
I think so too.
all the time. Because Bo stole it. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Good job, Magpie. Okay, so let's get on making this happen.
Yeah.
Partially because, and I think I mentioned this last time,
Yeah.
I really want to have more options for translations on my drawings, but we don't have enough of the language to do much more with it.
Yeah. Okay. So.
So I need
all right.
this.
Okay. So.
Ooh, yeah, Pixar nut. Thank you, Cupcake Bread.
It's Disney now.
True.
But let's. Yeah. Yes, we do. Let's think about. Should we try to write this up before, say, creating some verb stems and having some fun?
Probably because
All right.
if for no other reason than to fix the mouse near me examples from being pichuki to thichuki,
Right.
you know,
Let's
like
do that.
things like that,
Yeah.
because that could really help clarify what we're talking about here.
Okay.
Ooh, would it still be theater?
I don't see why not.
Wow, thate. Nice. And then we have more examples below with ki, pa, ki, and none of those are correct.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Let's go back. Because the protoform would have been TSY. Does it become ch? Did we do that?
I don't know, but you should really check that.
Okay, let's go to our.
And I'm just fixing these down here, which may need fixed later based on protoforms.
Okay, so it would have been before that. Fronting. Tone insertion. Well, why even mess around? Let's just give it a shot ski, shall we? TSIEPU. See what happens with that. Apply. I think it's, yeah. Apparently no. Apparently it just comes out as thea. How do we get cha? Because we have cha in this language. I guess there was just no palatalization. It was just that the palatal consonants became cha. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the C and ejective C, the palatal stops that became cha.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So, also, okay. So, do you want to check the examples too below that I just changed out for the consonants on pages 18 and 19 again. So thi, tha, ni, nga, we, wa. So that's just going to be we and wa, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it's just e and ah, right? Earlier we had ni and na, but I think that's because at one point we were playing around with the n representing.
Yeah. No, that's
nothing.
it.
But now it should just be e and ah each.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so now we actually have some examples, which helps.
And then this also changes. Becky? Yeah, like that.
Jonathan's mom makes a delicious rosemary shortbread cookie. Yes, please.
Rosemary shortbread, interesting.
I love rosemary.
I do too. I like it mostly in savory things, not sweet things.
I really love it in anything.
I'd give it a shot. Definitely.
Wow. Okay. It was indeed justified. Thank you, Jake. The palatal C becoming justified.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we've got those examples fixed. Do you want to do an actual write-up then? Is that?
Yes. We'd probably turn this into a table. Okay. So.
Yeah, I think a table's the best way.
Depending on the argument to which the reference is nearest. Become pronouns. These prefixes are built up using specific consonants and vowels, which occur with specific.
Love that typo. With which, it's all the same. Put a C there. Come on, you know you want to make it that which.
You know, it's funny because there was the sandwich place called Which, but it didn't even have that type of witch either.
No, it didn't.
It didn't. Okay. These are summarized in the table below.
Oh, I'm very excited for the table.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think, let's see. So, pronominal argument.
Mm-hmm.
Position.
Possessiveness. I like that.
Yeah, but
I think it should be positionality.
or we just do that.
Dictation.
Yeah.
Okay, oh yeah. But, oh, no.
Yeah, this isn't gonna work.
No. I mean, it works in a grander sense, but totally not in a row sense.
Yeah. I think what we have to do is add column after, add column after. Oops, sorry. There we go. And then what's going to happen is I'm going to copy style, paste, paste.
Yeah.
Third person. Done. And then this is proximal
Mm-hmm.
and non-proximal. This is unpossessed.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise known as the non-demonic.
Okay.
And then you gotta merge those cells, make them all like whited out. It's gotta be
You
pretty.
think so, like this?
Well, you can merge those cells, but you also need to merge those bottom cells to show there's nothing else to go there.
Yes. Oh wait, I have a better idea.
I know, that's actually what I said, merge all the bottom cells, make them all white.
Did you say that, or
I did, but
did I understand it?
no, you did not.
No. It's really a shame. Must be very frustrating.
Working with somebody who doesn't really.
Listen.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. This is a way to make a table where none of it really goes. I love it.
There we go. See?
So now we can get rid of that.
Yeah.
And we can also get rid of the poll results because,
Yes.
I mean, we know.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
and then if you want to say like, for example, and have these all as still listed, just
Yes. So then, for example, this needs to be indented.
no, those are not the protoforms in the table.
No, these are the modern forms.
They are. We should definitely talk about the protoforms though, in terms of keeping them handy.
Right.
So that way we
so that we
don't
don't forget.
Yeah. Whether we have protoforms in the same cells or yeah.
Oh, right. Because this one.
Ooh.
What was that?
I don't know. I think you did something illegal keystroke-wise on the table.
Did I just... Well, just as long as I didn't stop us streaming or something.
As far as I know, we're still here.
Okay. In the table above, when a modified noun is possessed.
I don't think it's the possessed one that matters as much. It's the non-possessed, because it's an N is the protoform that gets dropped as a coda, therefore leaving us with low tone. And when it's possessed, there is no coda, giving us high tone.
No, I don't think so.
Well, okay, let's just say this way. We can figure out possessed in a second. Unpossessed was an N protoform.
I don't think so.
Scroll down.
We changed it. I'm pretty sure. Like, I think that we changed this.
We needed something that gave us a different tone.
Shoot. Well, we just... Hold on
So
a sec.
that example
Hold
is
on a
wrong
sec.
that we have down here.
Hold on a sec. I'm gonna bring this back. See? We got rid of it.
So on page 19, our examples should have been deleted, and we shouldn't keep old examples because we clearly have some. Is my rock? What are you doing?
That is just trying to move. Does somebody remember?
Because it was something like we needed the difference in tone. Maybe it was the possessed, but then why is it a Y now?
Y will give the preceding syllable low tone. Nothing will give the preceding syllable a high tone.
And then it's going to mess with it if it starts with a vowel,
Yes.
which means then we have God knows what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I thought we were going to do a consonant for one that would always give.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Noel. Okay.
Yeah, we got rid of the N for some reason. I don't remember why.
I don't either, because I feel like that would have actually been very nice. Okay. Oh, Freddie, that's unfortunate. But if you do need to go, I hope you get some good sleep. All right, so then let's go back, and I'm gonna get rid of these bottom two examples because that's just gonna throw me off. Can I get rid of those? And you're gonna type new ones. Just remember that kana is rock, and then we can like change.
All right.
Or I guess I
Yeah.
can just change it here.
The consonant Y will only show up when the following segment is a vowel. Otherwise, it will affect the vowel change in the previous vowel. Vowel/tone change.
Okay. Wait.
Yes.
And we got that rogue anyway. Oh, thank you. Because it shouldn't be thakana, then it's thakana. Because
Yeah.
the Y makes it.
Yes.
Oh, good lord. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sorry.
I don't remember voting on this.
We decided
Because then the ah is almost never an ah.
when possessed. That's correct. Let's make sure that.
Okay. Oh.
Let's make sure.
And thank you for all the blessings. Okay. And gesundheiding and everything else. And honestly, in this sentence, Minnie, it is effect with an e, because when effect with an e is used as a verb, it means to bring about a change.
Yeah.
And so yeah.
So it's effecting a vowel/tone change. It's not affecting a vowel. That's the change that you missed.
Okay.
So we get both we and they in pronouns.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
All right.
Where did the extra T come from?
In what?
I don't know. Yes.
That's true. That's true, Miss Ace. Affect tends to be how it's pronounced as a noun.
Okay. So
some examples are provided below.
unpossessed is always going to be high tone.
Yes.
Possessed is sometimes going to be low tone, sometimes high tone.
Yes.
But if it's high tone, then the Y appears to mark it as possessed.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
Yeah, actually, that's a.
one of those.
Oh, gotcha. There was when Riaco spelled Gesundheit, put in an extra T, and so that was not something we needed.
Oh.
Cupcake parade. I will try to stop that. Thank you.
Oh. See, when I say bless you, it's me blessing you, and my blessing is worth more than any blessing you could possibly get.
I like how you moved closer to the camera and looked straight into it when you said that.
I wanted to be sure everybody knew what's up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, bye Freddie, and hope you
Hey, Freddie, I bless you.
have a good week and a good sleep.
Hashtag love booze, many drugs. Okay. Let's add some image bullets here. Oops.
Ruin that.
Sorry. There we go. Perfect.
Okay.
And now these all need to be bolded and italicized.
Ooh, I
You
can
wanna
help
me
with
with
that.
You do the
I
right.
got, yeah. I was just gonna say I have the right column.
Oh.
Do you know you can just put your cursor in the middle of the word? You
Mhm.
don't have to double click.
What do you mean?
Put your cursor in the middle of the word and do like an unbold. There you go. And it doesn't have to be in the middle, it just needs to be like after the first letter.
Oh my God.
I know your life has changed, right?
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
That's gonna save me so much time.
I know, that's why I thought I would tell you, because I saw you double clicking everything.
Why did you wait a year and a half to tell me this.
I like to hold back on you and make sure I have something to surprise you with later.
Oh, man.
Okay, I fixed all the others. Okay. That's really funny. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Who else? Elementary school teacher. Used to say shut up when someone sneezed. Love it. Exactly, yes. The technically I think the bless you historically came from I thought it was because they thought you were sneezing out little demons, not your soul. And so it was like bless you. I'm gonna look that up.
I thought they were originally saying guess you, but then they looked at the lyrics and it was bless you.
Oh, it was from actually the plague, and it is believed, so uncertain, believed that Pope Gregory the First suggested saying God bless you after a person sneezed in hopes that this prayer would protect them from an otherwise certain death. But it may have also originated from superstition. And so, but I mean, honestly, when it comes out in general, it comes out just as bless you, which I feel like should be a new term, just BLESHU, bless you.
I forget, did I tell you about the song, the Rolling Stones song, Miss You? That one?
What?
You know this song? Miss You by the Rolling Stones?
No.
That's like the most iconic part of the song. It sounds fairly disco. And there's a story associated with it, but I'll tell you later.
You'll have to.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what. Oh, I think. Never mind. I see what's going on. I got lost in chat for a second.
Thank you, Rasa.
But keep going.
All right. In effect, these prefixes do the work of both possessive pronouns. No, possessive.
And later I'll look up the song so I can know what you're talking about.
Adjectives and demonstratives in English. That is this and that. And simply provide extra information that any mouse would be grateful to have. Alright.
Obviously.
Yes. Let's see. So in addition to the foregoing is what came before, right?
Yeah?
Yes. In addition to the foregoing, these phonetic elements may be duplicated should need arise.
I fixed our header. Top of the page.
There we go. I love it. It's amazing. Okay. To it, consider the following pair of examples. And we're going to need to delete these protoforms. And we're going to need these to have fancy bullets.
For Foregoing doesn't make sense. Aforesaid makes sense.
Relation to the that which has been recently related to you via text. Yeah, it makes it clear. Okay.
Yes. Miles, we can.
All right.
Oh my gosh, no, you're right. You could totally be like, somebody sneezes and you could totally pronounce it in the same way. Blashu! Sounds like a sneeze.
Let
Yeah,
all of this
Carl is right. We
inform.
need to stop having so much fun and be more fastidious here.
Let all of this inform your usage of the demonstratives. Thus presented. Yeah.
Duplicated. I'm having a hard time with that word. Oh, you mean doubly applied, not reduplicated, which would be the same thing applied. Maybe stacked. Yeah, stacked feels much better to me than duplicated. Or you can say maybe duplicated, stacked if you will.
Hold on a sec.
You can change it back to duplicated now that I get my hyphenated note.
No, that's all right. I like doubly applied.
Okay.
I think that's good. All right.
I like this.
Okay.
Now, okay though, but that's only on verbs. We've got this. Did you want to do the examples below the hashtags? Or were those just extra?
That we might be maximally exhaustive.
Except all of these need to be high tone, right? Because this mouse near me, I'm not saying my mouse, I'm saying this mouse. So it needs to be high tone, correct?
Yeah, if none of those are possessed. Yes.
None of them.
All of them.
And if they are possessed, then we have the wrong vowels.
Yes.
Ooh, I really did the wrong vowel. There we go. Whoops. I got in a pattern of typing and changed the A size. Whoops.
That does sound like you.
I mean, I can say I and just as well as anyone else.
I do declare. Alright.
Minnie has to go?
No!
Minnie! Okay, but you're celebrating your dad's birthday, therefore we will allow you to leave.
Okay, then show him the recording of the stream where I just made that noise, and then make it his ringtone. We'll try to do it again for you in isolation. There you go.
It's David's impression of a cow in distress.
I mean, I guess, but a cow that wears glasses. Okay.
Oh, we must stay on task now that Minnie is gone because Minnie says don't do anything off task without her.
All
Done
right.
and done.
Okay.
Okay, what I do think though is we have examples. We have good examples, right?
Yeah, I just don't understand where we're going to list these protoforms. Like,
Might I suggest
yeah, I mean, yes.
just putting them in the table.
It's not even really.
You don't need to eye roll me.
It's not even really necessary, and I will explain why. The only one that's different is just the TS to the theta, and we know that that's an across the board change. It doesn't have any. There's no monkey business, like it's just TS to theta, and then the only place where there's a little bit of monkey business is with this Y, and we have the explanation right there. We don't need it.
Okay.
They're easily recoverable.
Okay. Can someone please get that in a soundbite?
Hold on a sec.
Noelle says you might be better served with the noise of a chainsaw. Matei says it sounds like when you pull the cord to get a motorboat engine running. Yes. A myopic mooer, exactly. Other Carl says dead cat. Okay. Oh my word. Okay.
Sorry.
I was going to say
Yes.
that means
Yeah, we've done something.
we've done something,
We've done
so we
something.
can have a celebration.
All right.
Part 2.
There we go.
Oh my word. It's a good thing I had a real snack before this. Oh, this sugar. Woo! Would have gone straight to my head.
It's a good thing that we were doing this in this order, let me tell you.
Are we gonna cheers? Are you just gonna open?
We're going to cheers the camera.
Well, I wanted to hold it up because we showed them the Copico.
Got it.
And Copico.
Cheers.
Cheers. Now you slogan it up.
Mmm. Oh, I need to get it out first. Hold on a sec. It's being recalcitrant.
Ooh, it sure is.
Oh man.
You need help?
I just don't want it to go flying off everywhere because it has before.
Oh, Jake. What is Farinha Torada? Am I saying that right?
Copico. 5 times the effort, 10 times the flavor. Mm.
Nice. Oh, will you throw that away from me?
Yeah.
Thanks. Farinha.
Farinha. That's
Torada.
that's Portuguese.
Mmm. Ooh. Well, that looks delightful.
I don't know what monk thought that NH is a good way to spell nya.
It looks the pictures I'm seeing look kind of like cookie bars. Like a mix between a blondie and a brownie is what I'm seeing.
Type this into Google. Farinha Torada versus Nanaimo bar.
Okay.
Versus. No, I meant VS, but anyway. You get more results. Nanaimo.
Nanaimo?
N-A. Yeah.
Nanaimo bars.
They look so similar.
Apparently, no, they don't. This one it looks like 3 layers. The other one looked more like a cookie bar. Ooh, I don't want shopping. I want images. Do all bar desserts look good to you or look the same to you?
Pretty much.
Oh. Yeah, and everything's ABBA, right? Okay. I like that.
Oh, you got me there, Graham.
What did Graham get you with?
Said NH for nya seems analogous to SH for sha. And it's like, well,
That's actually a good one.
jeez.
Yeah.
Slade. Sloan. You have
Sloan.
You've sloon me. Alright.
If you haven't seen it, not that I'm trying to do an advertisement for a particular large company that may or may not be evil. There is just a second. There's an advertisement floating around that has the quote. This is for getting ready to buy holiday gifts.
Oh yeah.
And and this is their slogan. And I was like, that so doesn't work, but yeah, it just really cracks me up. Okay. Oh, I like that spelling of onions. Well, that's fun. The H just palatalizes everything. We should use this more often.
For when you're on, hun. Onions.
Oh my gosh.
Terrible. All right, so I think I'm comfortable writing this. LangTime verbs are large and multifarious.
Done.
LangTime verbs contain multitudes.
That taste. Oh man, that's good. Oh, well, bye, Megan. I'm glad it's an awesome program. Have fun, and we'll see you around. Stay grammar.
Yeah. All right. So, I think the next thing that we can do is come up with some verb roots. And
we already have some, I think. We have to dodge and to sit, to come to sleep.
okay.
You want more?
Well, since we're in the verb section, I'd like them to be here. So we don't necessarily need to just copy and paste. You just kind of like find them and read them to me.
Yeah. So ni, high tone.
Yeah.
NIK, protoform.
Yeah, and I do want the protoforms. That's to come.
Okay, and then TSIF becomes the low tone, and that is to sleep. MAT, ejective TE, becomes high tones, but everything else stays the same, to dodge. Ejective KOW becomes ejective KU, low tone, and that's to sit.
Okay. So something I really enjoy is this whole theme vowel thing that happens in, I don't know if it's Bantu generally or just Swahili. But I guess in Bantu essentially what happened is like there was just a bunch of sounds that couldn't end a word. And so you have a lot of CBC verb roots.
Gotta be careful as we twist in our chairs.
Yeah, and by the way, are we seeing a little bit too much of me and not as much of you?
I really don't think that matters. I think you need to angle it to get more, because remember, you can really move it pretty far side to side, and it doesn't make a huge difference.
You're absolutely right.
It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. What ends up happening with Swahili is that there are a lot of absolutely meaningless word final vowels that are just thematic vowels.
Okay.
But then there are actual vowels that bear a kind of functional load that sometimes get dropped in there as well. The thematic vowels only appear when no other vowel is on the end of the word.
Okay.
I like that idea. And for this, what would happen is we allow that content to show back up. But then on the other hand, what's going to be last? And so when it comes to our...
Yeah, we definitely need some order.
Overall verbs. So first, we're definitely having pronouns and then verb. Do we want to get into... I actually probably say that we're going to do subject, and then probably indirect, direct, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miles, I don't know if you've made that joke before, but that makes me so happy. Please tell me it's true. Oh my gosh. Synthesis. That's amazing. Okay.
And I suppose if there was, we want to go with...
Are we talking...
No.
Wait, are
Yeah.
we talking by personal agreement markers on the verb?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the verb stem itself would be where the reduplication would happen
Yes.
for the either plurality or pluractionality.
Yes. And so let's go ahead and look at this one first, since it's disyllabic, and so it would actually make a difference. Are we looking at... Well, I'll put in the tones, but let's have that be a question as well. Relative or...
Okay.
And then, separately, and the rest is thrown an opposite tone.
I feel like it's going to be the end that ends up getting reduplicated.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. It's very strange, and I like it.
I have my reasons.
You want to talk about them, or do you want to keep them to yourself?
Because in my head, semantically, it started off as... Wait, that goes against it. Just a second. I need to rethink this.
You got
One moment.
Hell in a handbasket. Oh, that's brilliant.
Isn't that Chandler's dad's stage name in Friends?
Oh, spoiler?
You said you've seen all of Friends.
No, but yeah, I didn't remember that.
Okay.
But
I want it to be the end, but my reasoning for it feels very backwards now.
one of my favorite artists of all time is Elaine Mandel, and her email. Shoot.
Miscellany.
Yeah, it was miscellany, but I shouldn't have said that.
Oh.
a handle she is associated with sometimes. Anyway, it's brilliant.
I should have been listening.
Correct.
I should have been listening better. Oh, autocorrect. That is amazing.
Yeah. So I just really.
You better be. Yes.
I really just like this reduplicative suffix. I think it's funky.
It is. Okay, I think part of it. Okay, so my original reason for wanting it is gone because I was thinking about it backwards because I wanted the extension to come from a different way. We're not even going to go there. But I think it makes more sense to have the ending reduplicated when there's going to be so much added to the front of it that like having the verb root being clearly like where it starts and not having like a potential another prefix. I think it works better as the ending to be reduplicated.
Yeah. Also, no, just put in quote. So if there's an incorporated noun, it'll be right on there. Actually,
Misdemeanor. Yes.
Could be that. This is just my idea here. Could be that you get either that or that. So you don't get any agreement if there's an incorporated noun in the front. You have to do something else.
That's kind of brilliant.
All right.
Because it's essentially like a word formation strategy that blocks the normal grammatical workings.
Yes.
Like a wrench in the cogs or
Yeah.
something. I like it.
Nice. I also like that these incorporate a noun between the verb root and its reduplication. Oh man. If we just run out of ideas, one of these days we'll just do a crazy language. So for example, like if you had a root that was, Spanioli, right? And that's just a root. And then the reduplicated form of that is it's full reduplication, but it's an infix after the second consonant.
I like it.
By the way, in Tapanioli in this language means the fruitcake you insisted on throwing away last week that we didn't buy. That's what that word means.
But if we didn't buy it, how do we throw it away?
That's just what this word means.
Okay.
It wasn't talking about a real thing. And then when you reduplicate it, it means bumblebees.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, by the way, when we do like moving forward, because at some point we're going to have more special episodes of sketches, right?
Yeah.
Because there are going to be times when y'all may be off doing other things and we still want to have a live stream, but we don't want to have a regular live stream.
Yeah.
We need a moose language.
Yes. Good idea.
If for no other reason, for Janet.
And for sooner rather than later, by the way, because we are going to have a live stream that is coming up on Thanksgiving Day at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Ooh. That's exciting.
It is, isn't it? But I thought that perhaps we might not want to actually do a live stream on Thanksgiving Day at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Probably not. So we'll do a special language sketch episode.
Yeah. So we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's the thing, by the way, because of how you count syllables in this language, Tapanioli is just one syllable.
Obviously.
And when you reduplicate it, it becomes 3/4 of a syllable. So this is actually 3/4 of a syllable in this language.
So Jonathan, actually last Thanksgiving we did a special translation episode.
Yeah.
And then for, I think it was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve were Thursdays. And we didn't want to do regular live streams on those days because other people may have had plans.
Yeah.
And so on those days we actually like had a live stream, but it was like a fun just language sketch that wasn't part of any language. So those are the ones I was thinking of. But yeah, we'll do something special for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And I think the moose is the obvious.
Yep.
Yeah.
What sound does a moose make? I'm asking you.
I mean, unless they're like fighting, it's not like they do.
What sound does a moose make when it's fighting, Jesse?
Anyway, I think we should play around with these verb roots and see if we need more. Which, I mean, obviously we do because we don't have any obvious indirect objects assigning verbs.
Yeah, we don't.
So.
But, hold on a sec. Here we go.
Oh, penguins was the other one.
Penguins, yeah. There we go.
Oh, we also have to slide.
Oh, wow.
I didn't record that one. Shoot.
The avertive is just like, it's just full on mate, like the whole root.
Yeah.
All right. That's kind of funny. All right.
We had a whole discussion about that too.
Yeah, I trust our former selves. Well,
You shouldn't.
so here's the thing.
We also have to tie. We need to add to those. To slide and to tie.
Elk would be more relevant. Good point. Or reindeer.
We already did
You
reindeer.
already did reindeer.
Yeah, that was
Have you known reindeer?
literally what somebody was just saying. You're really good.
But if there's no moose in this area, right?
Listen, do you want to add to slide to that verb list?
What is it?
Protoform is J-E-U. I'm guessing ju, high tone, would be the full verb form, but that's the suffix form.
Hold on, let's just
And
take a look.
while you're doing that, also check PAR.
That's it?
Yeah,
Oh. I
which
mean,
should be pa, low tone. Yeah.
Ji?
Ji and ba. Okay, so ji is slide, and ba is to tie. I need to add those to the list of things we need to remember to record when we start making dictionary entries.
Yeah. Huh? W. Watson, moose would be to deer as trolls are to goblins.
Oops.
Okay.
Okay. We're good. We're good. So I'm gonna add. There we go. A little bit of.
By the way, if somebody wants to check to see if the Astros are losing, I want to hear if they're losing. If they're not, I don't want to hear anything.
I'm gonna look it up right beside you and make you find out.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Oh, elk is just what we call moose here, it seems.
What?
Well, because Jake is saying like they don't have elk or moose there, and so apparently they kind of have interchangeable terms.
But like elk and moose aren't the same thing.
No. But I mean, neither is caribou, but a lot of people use some of the same words.
Okay.
But yeah, Jake, you do have a very good point that we need to think about what animals would be there. I just wanted moose for fun reasons. But yeah, we need to.
Okay.
And for fun reasons is because my stepmom loves moose, and I was going to be like,
So we've got like 18 minutes left, and I feel like the next step is really just to start building this verbal morphology, really.
yeah.
I mean, we could come up with a root for to give. We don't have one yet?
Those are the only verbs we have so far.
So we don't have give anywhere in this thing?
So you can search if you don't believe me.
I don't, and I did, and you were right. So, did I learn something?
No.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Cupcake Parade. Yeah, caribou and reindeer are the same animal, but elk and caribou are not, because elk is not the same thing. But moose, yeah, they really are bigger than you think if you've never been around one.
Oh. Interesting. So what do we call elk then?
What does who call elk?
Apparently they have moose in Europe, but they call them elk there. But then we have elk, and they're different from mooses.
Yes.
So what are elk?
Here or there?
Here.
Do you remember we talked about the road signs on the trip?
Yeah.
And it was like the elk
Yeah.
walking across the road, the elk crossings. Those
Yeah.
are elk.
No, I know. I've eaten elk.
Yes, you have. At my family's house.
Oh, actually, also somewhere else.
Well, there you go. But
But moose are very different. They don't even look anything like them.
no.
But he's suggesting that they have moose in Europe, but they don't have elk.
Well, that could happen.
Could it? Moose seem like such weird animals. I feel like they wouldn't be European, like they wouldn't be allowed there.
Elk is definitely North American.
Really?
Yes, in British, it's another term for moose. But it is a North American animal.
American elk are a type of deer. Oh.
Yes, with very big antlers.
Oh, Europeans call the things you call elks stags. How about that?
Interesting. That's what we use to refer to male deer.
Yeah.
Also buck. Buck and stag are both male deer.
Yeah.
Huh.
Alright. Okay, well, let's come up with a root for give, I think, yeah?
Do you want to use some of the roots that we already had been potentially going to use, like itza,
Let's see.
chisu, lata, chike.
I like, let's see, so we had chicken or jisoo. I like jisoo.
Chisu.
Yes. What's its proto?
CISOU.
We gotta remember to use OU more. And that's,
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I can get rid of this list.
I mean, come on, we don't really want that.
What's
if
that?
Biblaridian were here, you'd probably say, you know, actually, moose is a type of mouse, hence the name.
Why does Biblaridian get this really awesome voice, but when you do me or George Corley, it's like way off? I think George and I need to be very, very offended.
Hold on a sec. I'll do a little bit better. Here's Jesse. The only thing that I don't like about waking up in the morning is having to admit that the morning is better than me because I'm number one. Jesse Sams. How's that?
Really horrible.
Oh, Biblaridian is bad with informal terminology. Well, excuse me, with our moose and elk and whatnot.
It does mean the universe likes the root for to give. That is amazing, Miles.
All right.
That makes me so happy. I'm trying to figure out where did all these come from, but I'm taking them away. Your pages are going to move all over the place as I fix this.
I think what we should do next is negation, and I think that should lead to our poll.
I like that. Just a second. I'm combining. We had, very oddly, some different lists, but they had different forms on them. But yes, negation. What are you thinking with negation right off the bat?
Well, I'm thinking one thing that we could do is an auxiliary, which would be a suffix to come directly after it. But I'm also thinking, two different things that are really radically different.
Okay. Okay, we now have all the potential roots in one place. I feel better. Life is good. Okay.
I was thinking that the negative could be, an auxiliary where basically it's another verb, and it comes directly after the verb stem, and that's how it goes. That's option A. Option B is that for negation, we actually just use an incorporated noun or a series of incorporated nouns, a la French, where the noun incorporated is the smallest part and it indicates negation. And we could have like a whole class of these things. Which would mean that it would deflect agreement, right? Because it's an incorporated noun. Mm-hmm. And it would be, a prefix. So, prefix negation, smallest element, a la French. Suffix negation, it's an auxiliary. And there is a slight potential for some monkey business with that.
Mouse business.
In that, it might be the case that, one way to do it is directly after the verb root, but another way to do that is stuff will become in between the verb root and the negation, or from your perspective, like that. So yeah, there could be a little bit of mousery with that as well.
I like that. And are you suggesting this would be the poll, or are you suggesting we need to decide this?
No, this would be the poll.
Okay. I will say there is a definite correct answer.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm very curious to know if our patrons identify the correct answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's all I'm going to say.
All right.
But patrons, this is a test. And grades will be assigned at the end of, really next Thursday. I will see who voted which way, and grades will be assigned.
Excellent.
And your entire semester grade riding on this poll.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. I had a class once where it was the midterm was worth 25%, the finals were 75%.
Yikes.
It was a history class, and there was no work in the class. He just showed up, and he just told you each class period a little bit more about the history of Japan. Learned a lot, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jonathan, extra credit, always available for drawings. And the better they are, of course, the better the extra credit. Well, I hope that next Thursday's conferences go well.
Yeah.
And yeah,
really cool.
Jake is saying meet a Jesse option. And then if people vote for the Jesse option, those votes just get added to the option I want. So you don't know what you're voting for, but you're voting for one of the options that are available.
And then we just have a mystery option.
And that's where the booze comes in.
Yeah. By the way, you could pronounce Bibleridian with 4 syllables. And then turn that.
Gin.
Yes.
Like Bibleridian?
And then you have Bibleridian. Walking down the street, Bibleridian. The guy I'd like to meet, Bibleridian. I don't believe you're not the truth. No one can look as good as you.
Oh, babe. That was just for you. Okay.
All right.
I like it.
Yeah.
4 options, literally titled Love, Booze, Money, Drugs. And then they can be mapped to them. And Bibleridian rhymes with pigeon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yes, he is good at singing. Much better than the other co-hosts.
Bibleridian. Bibleridian. I like
Oh, that is nice. I do too. I think with our time left,
Bohemian Rhapsody? You and me?
no. Because, okay, let's just say
Yeah.
we know we're doing suffix for duplication. Fine, we can work out the details later.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty easy. I think it's going to end up being pretty simple.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Negation, we're gonna find out. But like, we have some really nice intransitive verbs on our list right now. And we could maybe show an example of how just like the prefixes are gonna work with the demonstrative style becoming subject prefixes.
I mean, sure, but like we could actually do it with the direct object. I'm sorry, the transitive ones too.
Well, then let's do it. Cause maybe can we do like to sleep and then maybe to dodge?
To sleep, perchance to dodge.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, something we're going to run into is, okay, so W is third person. The, nga, wa. Thingwa. That's how I'll remember. Thingwa. So we have, for example, oh.
I thought there was thunder for a moment, but
So we're missing something.
right. But this is why I wanted to talk about it.
It's a good idea that we're talking about it because we're missing something.
Because what I didn't know was whether we were gonna keep those thematic vowels to be like indicative of, in general, if it's I, it's going to be thee, right? Because I am near me. Or are we gonna have random vowels that are inserted? Or are we going to well, we had vowels assigned for the demonstratives. The question, which create the deictic reading. The question is, how are we going to assign vowels when they're used as pronominal forms on a verb? And I, like Jonathan, thought we were going to use the deictic vowels somehow, but with just slightly different ways.
Nasals give low vowel. Because, like, did we decide on an epenthetic vowel, just a generic epenthetic vowel?
We have a generic epenthetic consonant.
Which is R. It becomes L.
But I don't think we have.
We don't have a generic epenthetic vowel.
I mean, it would obviously be ah.
Okay, so then.
Except would it be? Because that means it's far away.
Like,
Bawana? Bawana? Bawana?
I mean, that's one way to do it. But another way to do it would be
Thuluta?
well, let's do this a couple of different ways.
Okay.
Becomes
AW is going to become O,
yeah.
low tone.
And then another way of doing it is we decide that's an acceptable syllable.
Okay. So in our next live stream, this is where we need to start after we announce how negation is done.
Yeah.
This is going to take a lot of thought. This is going to take, like, how do we really want this to work? And this may be, like, all of what we accomplish, really, the next live stream.
We have to take advantage of the fact that one of these things is W.
Right, but we also have to be careful because what if it's WTHNG, like, or WWW? Because, you know, the W can stand for
Were we doing
any
obviative
third
in this
person.
thing?
We weren't. We had discussed obviative.
Then we
As a
did
side
something
note,
else.
because that was part of a Q's day, which happened to be around the same time we were doing the live stream.
Yeah.
Happened to be, it's like Tuesday and Thursday are so far apart normally.
Yeah.
So, like, I do agree that, like, it is convenient that one of these can be very vowel-like. The problem, though, is we need to essentially map out all of the possibilities.
Awesome.
3x, yeah, these are mouse abilities, though.
Yeah.
Like a 3x3, what are all the possibilities and how are they going to interact with each other? And what's the strategy that would make most sense so that across the board they can interact in somewhat predictable ways?
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah, this is going to take a lot of thinking. So, can we mark this in purple?
Yeah.
I think that was our start here next time color.
Yep.
Okay. Page
Boy.
19. It's going to take a while.
I'm gonna be thinking about this.
Yeah. So. Cool. We got some issues to work through. Do you want to go ahead and end the stream instead of just staring at the document?
I'm gonna write myself a note. So I don't forget. No, I'm ready.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do one more thing, and that's add a little space between our verb list and that. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
great. Now you're just gonna bump it on to the next.
Oh, I'll do a page break.
Oh no.
You don't want a page break?
Once you do a page break, there's no going back.
You know you can take page breaks away, right? Anyway. You know what? Okay, Graham's comment is great. I'm not even going to read it out loud because it's just got too many. I'm gonna fix it. We can get rid of this silly idea, right, of reduplication up here. That's just silly.
Yeah, you can get rid of that.
There we go. Now look at that. All on one page. No page break. I feel better. Okay. You can't repair a broken page. All right. So, hope everyone has a great week. We're going to have obviously a very exciting live stream next week as we try to decide this. And can't wait to see how we're going to do negation. Remember, there is a correct answer. And stay grammar, right? You ready?
Bye, everybody. Yeah.